Thank you to both Rocket Money and HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. More on them after the reaction, people. Citizens of the Ritchson Nation!
Oh, did it!
We are here today to kick off Reacher Season 2, Episode 1. John, how pumped are you?
Ooh, it would be a reach to say I'm not jacked about this, G.
That's some Alan Tudyk.
That's right,
Muscles,
Alan Tudyk. My bad.
I'm on the Tudyk path.
You know, he's got some buff.
The citizens, please go ahead, leave a like on this video. That would mean a lot. Also, subscribe, click the notification bell to get notified when our reaction for episode 2 is up on the channel. If you didn't catch our Reacher reactions for season 1, they are, of course, here. Thank you to Prepper for helping us edit down these highlights. And as usual, a full-length reaction watch-along where you sync up with your own copy of Reacher with us. That's available for our super sexy Reachers over at our Patreon page. And over there, John and I cover several things exclusively with highlights and watch-alongs included. Anywho, John, you ready?
So ready. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Ooh.
Cat skills, huh?
I would love to go there. I'm a cat man. I'm a cat man.
I'm a cat man.
Damn, I didn't even see a trailer for this. I have no idea what we're in store for.
Yeah. What's the setting? I mean, I guess we're going to be in New York, but...
Whoa.
That is a body.
Whoa, is he just thrown out? Oh, he was just thrown out.
Ain't no shoot.
Jeez.
Is that Jack?
That's Jack. It's Jack Sleeper.
Flat Reacher.
It's not Jack.
Jack. For a second.
Ooh. I didn't catch the name of that title.
I know. They just assume we pause everything.
Arkansas. Hey, it's a cat. After going cat skill, we're going to cat.
Luck.
What am I supposed to do with these?
Wash them and sell them.
Oh.
You're a thrift store.
You buying anything?
Jack Bearder.
Jeans, t-shirt, jacket, socks, boxers.
God, he is massive now.
I know, he got fat.
Yes, he really let himself go.
What a fat ass.
Fat Reacher.
$22.
11.
Yeah, Doug was supposed to take that down a few days ago.
If you knew they were supposed to come down, why didn't you do it?
Because it's Doug's job.
And this is now false advertising, and I could beat the shit out of you. Oh.
Thumbnail.
Sorry, I have to make another withdrawal.
Oh, who gave you that shiner?
Well, hit her, Jack. She's taking forever.
Yeah. Or at least beat up the vending machine.
Vending machine.
The ATM, I'm sorry. It's a money vending machine, you know?
Don't turn around. I can help you. That minivan to my left, that yours?
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, she's kidnapped.
You've been carjacked, right?
Ah, yes.
My child is in the backseat.
That is a hell of a shot, damn.
Yeah.
Stay here. This won't take long.
Oh. Jack Reacher has the best save the cat moments.
Your mom better hurry the f up, kid, or this
like-
is gonna go bad for both of you.
One shot.
Yeah. What was that?
Oh. Yes.
Oh. Snapped his ribcage up the middle.
Now take your shirt off.
Yeah. Wow.
Hi. Want to see your mom?
It's her.
Want to see your mom?
Go in the bank, call the cops, give them these.
Who are you?
Someone who prefers not getting involved.
Okay.
Who's going to pay for my window?
I would have at least taken some money from her.
Yes.
The negatives. Did he get like a fat deposit?
Maybe.
Here's 30. Need a new jacket.
What's wrong with the one you just bought?
It has blood on it. Can I use your phone? I just got a message from a friend.
Via the ATM?
I think he got like a fat deposit.
I got your message. 1/10, 10:30. At a stress call.
That is a fat deposit.
Yeah. This is just message money we set aside for sending messages.
Tammy Cates, let me guess. Bank teller, diner waitress, thrift shop cashier. Calvin Franz was murdered.
I'll let you know when I land.
Uh-oh.
These damn personal connections of people getting murdered. What if he didn't go to the ATM?
I know. What other way would the message have gotten? Flashback, Jack.
Hello, sir.
Just Reacher. I didn't tell you to bring anything.
Just some office supplies in case there was any startup paperwork needed to be done.
I hate paperwork.
Oh, last season, mentor killed. This season, pupil.
Ooh, mentees killed.
What exactly am I doing here?
Saw you a few weeks ago by your barracks. Stopped a couple soldiers from beating the hell out of each other over a stolen care package from home.
Good man.
Last cookie in the box, actually.
One cookie?
Yeah.
Even dumber. Bottom line, you negotiated a fair settlement, cracked a few jokes, de-escalated the conflict. Got a decent head on you.
You remind me of me. Yes.
Perfect guitar music cue.
What the hell kind of unit did Major Reacher put together here, huh? We got a bean counter from accounting services,
Ouch.
gas jockey from bulk fuel. We got Dave Matthews, Grandpa Moses, and a couple of guys from, where y'all from? Senior requisitions, right? We got names. Sanchez, Norosco.
And who are you besides a guy who talks too much?
David O'Donnell.
Ooh.
I've got a rule. Plans go to hell soon as first shot's been fired, so your first shot better be your best shot.
Whew.
I'm the only non-Marine to win the USMC 1,000-yard invitational, and I still know Lowry gives us our best first shot.
You think this unit's gonna come under a lot of fire?
Maybe.
Then why'd you grab a bunch of people with no police experience, Major Reacher?
Reacher.
Why doesn't he like to be called Major?
Because he's not a rank guy. None of that matters out there.
Army wanted a unit for particularly complex matters when they arose. To do that, I need special investigators.
If we're so special, why did they stick us in this dump?
A few years ago, Uncle Sam made an auction bid for some land down the road. Entered the address backwards and became the proud owners of this building and the contents of the now-defunct Callahan Insurance Agency.
Is that a real thing? That must have happened sometime.
It sounds like it.
Straighten up these boxes, move these old tanker desks in the middle of the room.
Yeah, really preoccupied with it. Does this work?
This is Jack's ADD kicking in.
Go back.
You want me to go backwards?
I'm going backwards.
Go back.
Damn, by season 3, Alan Ritchson's just going to be like a tiny head.
Poking out a massive shoulder muscle. It's going to be that guy from Hero Academia.
I could use a beer.
There's got to be a beer pun for Jack Reacher.
Jack Yorker.
York Reacher.
Thanks for ordering. Still steam coming off the cup.
Tracked the plane online, so it landed early. You don't check bags, and I adjusted for traffic. Had the coffee poured 90 seconds ago, so it's been like 3 minutes.
It's my fifth cup, though. Try to time it right every time.
Been a minute since Margaret.
Been 2 years, 7 months, 19 days.
Yeah.
So, Franz.
Went missing after leaving his home in Brooklyn about a week or so ago. Body was found in the Catskill Mountains. Well, force up there's like 20 cops. NYPD's taking the lead.
How'd you find out?
Got a call from Angela.
I watched the prologue of the episode.
Franz's widow.
Franz was married?
Yeah. Fun wedding.
Franz's wife. Franz's lover.
He had a son, too. Life moves on when you're away, big fella.
Franz had a Fraulein and a fraternal child.
Your messages in the days before his disappearance said he wanted to bounce some stuff off of me about a case he was chasing down.
Woof.
I kept meaning to get back to him, but before I could, Angela reached out and told me he'd been murdered.
It's not your fault.
Don't do that.
He wasn't just murdered. He was tortured. Nothing but mucus in his stomach. Dehydrated.
Checked out of a plane.
An airplane has a stall speed of what? 80 miles an hour? They would have shoved him out of the doors plane horizontally into the slipstream. He'd bang into the wing or tail. There'd be perimortem injuries, and there aren't.
Whoa.
He was thrown from a helicopter.
Sure.
Yeah, dumbass.
Idiot.
Full of free histamines. Massive pain reaction. That's why ferrous oxide powder was found in his pants fabric. He was hit with a rusty iron bar.
In the pants.
He was tortured for either revenge or information. When they were done with him, they dumped him from the sky to avoid ballistics.
Wow.
If he was calling you for help, he may have been trying to get in touch with the rest of the unit.
Probably failed. I called O'Donnell, Dixon, Sanchez, and Roscoe.
I gotta say, the background actors are like exceptional. I've been looking at them the whole time. I've never been so
like
impressed
a
by
real
like,
New York afternoon in a coffee shop.
What about Lowry?
Killed 2 years ago in a car accident in Montana.
No one told me.
No phone, no address.
He could have sent me an emergency ATM message like today.
It wasn't really an emergency.
Huh.
Was the moment the pickup hit Larry. And be honest, would you really have traveled all the way to Montana from Texas or Maine or wherever you were at the time just to look at a body in a box?
No.
Ouch. This is the thought that counts.
So I'll ask again. Next steps.
Let's go see Franzi's widow.
Yeah, like this guy wouldn't finish the sandwich.
Yeah, and get a to-go box, bro.
Like he wouldn't just eat it on the go.
Get the fries for a carbo load.
This guy's like, I'm full.
Yeah. This is the diet I take to maintain this physique. 3 bites, I'm good for the day. Uh-oh.
She just met up with the big one.
It's pronounced biggin.
O'Donnell, this is Reacher with another 10:30. Neely and I are staying at the Vale Hotel in Brooklyn. Get off your ass and call us back.
Receptionist at Dixon's office says she can't say where Dixon is or when she'll return.
Probably an undercover job.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're all in trouble, too.
Someone's picking them off one by one.
This show just got amazing.
I'd like a banana. I'd like a banana.
I was gonna say, this isn't the Wiggles, is it?
Sorry it took me so long to disengage. It's just hard to get my sister off the phone. She calls every hour my own personal suicide watch.
Oh.
Sorry, that was morbid. I shouldn't have said that.
After what you've been through, you can say whatever you want.
Reel it in, lady.
Yeah, we don't want your life story.
Can't believe how much your son looks like Francie.
I called him Franzi too.
Oh.
I know he loved me and Mikey more than anything, but from the way he talked, I don't think he ever had any more fun than his years spent with the 110th.
Yeah. He hated being a dad.
Real war was at home.
I was away with Mikey in Provo, helping my sister with our mom, early onset dementia.
Golly.
I tried Calvin for a few days and no return calls. It's not like him, so I started to worry. Called NYPD. They just said he could have been out on a case because he was a PI. Or maybe he was out partying because his wife and kid were out of town.
Wow.
Do you think that's what he was doing? Out partying with the wrong crowd?
Tell him to stay in school.
I came back early to find our home ransacked. Nothing was taken.
Were you aware of any cases Franz may have been working on?
He never brought work home. When he was here, he wanted to be 100% present for me.
What a good guy.
Seems like her life was a living hell, but she had a great husband.
Yes. Yeah. The most baggage with family, but my hubby.
Were any other members of the 110th working with him?
I don't know. Maybe there's something in his office.
There you go.
The sign on the door is 3 Rivers Consulting and Associates. It's 103 Flatbush. What Franzi always told me was the special investigators weren't any old group of cops.
You do not mess with the special investigators.
Ooh, spooky. Creepy child. What are you drawing, kid?
Yeah. What scribbly demonic image have you conjured over there?
I'm pretty sure that black sedan halfway down the street was outside the diner, too.
There's a black sedan on every street in America.
Yeah, but this is different.
Punch the window, Jack.
Come on. No.
EID Neely is checking in under the name Sarah Connor and paying for an adjoining room using the name Starlin Castro. Must be for the Hulk.
Starlin Castro played for the Yankees.
Robert Patrick.
Hey.
Did you know he was in this?
No idea. Perfect, though.
And who's Sarah Connor?
Let's keep an eye on that hotel.
And they said Sarah Connor.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And he played Sarah Connor.
Yes.
Get it, guys?
Yeah. Oh, my God. I can't believe they really got her.
Very modest for a guy with Wall Street business.
Close to home so he can spend more time with his family. Exact kind of place Franzi would choose.
Checks out. No.
And they left pissed. They were looking for anything behind this glass window, but they put that phone through it. That's an act of frustration by someone who didn't find what they wanted.
Hey.
It's good psychological profiling.
Sherlock Reacher.
Seems like yesterday.
Aww. Partying with us.
You're supposed to protect him, Jack.
Keychain?
Yeah. What do you see?
You have to put it in a place that was very secure, but readily available. Somewhere in plain sight that we see every day, but a place no one would suspect. So it's a place that's readily available that we entrust every day with very important items.
A doorknob.
This is a mailbox key.
Oh, shit.
I ever tell you you're smart, Neely?
Not nearly enough.
Not nearly enough.
I don't want to watch a show of political messages about why post offices still exist in the era of Amazon.
Yeah, come on. Big post office
While
paid
Prime-
for the show.
Prime Video does your show.
Yeah.
10,000 combinations if it's a 4-number code.
Oh, he can figure it out.
Hate guessing passwords.
We'll have to come back tomorrow. So, what do we do now?
I figured out the password.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting that wholeheartedly. I'm like, he would do it this way, and it would lead him to these numbers.
If you let me win, I'm going to be pissed.
I don't let you win. I pace myself.
Waffle crisp.
Not in your professional life. Rental cars, a Range Rover, killer hotel rooms. Sent me airfare like it was nothing. You're doing well.
This feels like a fantasy.
Clearly not pacing yourself in your professional life.
But the term wonderkind has been tossed around the office. 2 promotions in the past 2 years.
Hey.
It's not just about the money. Feels good.
I just take the money.
Yeah.
I don't need the money.
See it with anyone else?
No.
Did you talk to anyone at the game?
Did you think about going to Margrave during the game?
More lonely than ever.
When you went out to get gas, I tried everyone again. Radio silence.
You should try the phone next time.
That's weird. They all responded in the group chat we have.
Yeah. I've been talking to everyone for hours.
Instead of leaving a voicemail, there's someone to actually talk to.
Right. Because we just established how much you like talking to people.
Shut up.
Gab Reacher.
It was always obvious you guys had a thing for each other. Did you ever sleep together?
Or Chat Reacher.
No. Wouldn't have been appropriate.
You were the same rank.
I ran the team.
Oh.
So, look at you. You work out so much because you got testosterone spreading throughout your entire system.
This is your entire essence of being.
Night, Neely.
Night, Reacher.
Oh.
That was a really cool transition.
I'm going to get a men's room door for my bedroom. Flashing back.
So whenever we're in the present day, there's kind of a blue lighting, and then whenever we're in the past, it's a green lighting.
If you don't mind me asking, who directed you to field this team, sir?
I do mind you calling me sir.
You're not supposed to be drinking in uniform.
Uh-oh.
We're not drinking. We were drinking. Then you interrupted us. It's the Army. Do any of us really belong here?
Ouch.
Some kind of smart guy?
Smarter than you. People leave me and my pals alone. I leave them alone. They don't. I don't.
I thought his rule was plants go to hell when the first shot's fired.
There's a lot of rules for different situations.
Finish my beer and I'll be on my way, okay, sir?
How about you be quiet? Your adults talking.
Wow, dude.
Oh, man.
What is your beef?
I'm not understanding some of this.
Hostility.
Yeah. What's going on here?
I'm providing you an opening because I promised my mother I'd give dumb guys like you a chance to walk away.
We got 12.
Oh.
You got 9.
So it's a warm-up round for Reacher.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame. You were at least 3 short.
Yep. Oh, boogie. He steps right through.
And that's how they bonded as a unit.
Yeah.
That's how they become a single organism.
Gonna set this dance alive.
He hired all those guys.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Well, let's just kick your asses for one night.
And then we'll bring so much business to your bar, I promise. I need these people to work together.
Shouldn't have been at the officers club.
I know.
And why get into a fight over it?
He didn't ask nicely.
Aww.
You and I are going to be pals. Are we, Reacher?
You big softy, you.
Already are, Haley.
You're going to be my series regular.
Tonight, the boys of the 91st learned a very important lesson. That you do not mess with the special investigators. You do not mess.
With the special investigators.
You tell your future children this.
Yes.
You knew that was going to happen tonight.
I knew the 91st like to drink on Thursday nights, and that they're sticklers for the rules, and that they're assholes. I know they can all work together.
Get yourself a common enemy.
Photo op commemorate our first day as a unit. You, fire.
How about I just take it?
This is the photo.
Dude.
This is the photo.
Oh, my God. It's all coming together.
Okay, guys, 4 seconds.
Oh, take it easy on your osteoporosis.
Kiss my ass, young blood.
Kiss my osteoporosis.
After I take a leak, you're about to get a little taste of Crocodile Rock.
I only know Elton John.
Hey, Reacher,
They tossed me from a helicopter, Reacher.
Whoa.
What are you going to do about it?
Oh, damn, flashback.
So he saw that in the...
Yes. Yeah.
He had a premonition?
It was planted there like a memory, but it was really a premonition. But he was unable to unlock it until right now.
Reason for your visit, Mr. Mount?
I'm here to sightsee. Universal Studios, Walk of Fame, Man's Chinese. You know, I'm a bit of an old Hollywood fanatic.
Anything to declare?
I have nothing to declare.
Oh. Blue mask.
Took 12 takes for him to get that right.
Yeah. Back to one.
Back to one. Can't I just throw it? Just walk up to it like a normal human being.
You gotta get the pages to splash when they go in. What, buddy?
Wow, he's so badass. He does this at the airport.
Doesn't even wait to get to a place more discreet than this. Can't have anyone catch me with his passport on my way out of the airport where everyone has a passport.
Angela has no idea which P.O. box belonged to Calvin, and the post office won't give her that information until the estate's been settled because the box was in his company's name.
Right.
Of course.
We can't just go in there and start trying boxes.
Like 89% of the world, Franz is right-handed, so he'd probably ask for a box on the right when you enter. He gets public records sent to him, surveillance photos, so he's gonna need one of the big boxes. I'll start with him. I just need a distraction.
Okay.
Just gonna get naked.
Yes. You know.
Now he's distracted.
Whoa. Hey.
I can't focus on the job because they're naked, Neely.
I am a hardcore philatelist, and I have been fully aflutter about this new batch of stamps that were recently issued.
Yep.
Desert flowers, state birds, and the world of anime.
All of them.
Oh.
There's at least 24 of these cartoons. If you're not familiar with anime, I believe it's Japanese.
God's making me want to go get some novelty stamps.
States.
Oh, jeez.
Excuse me, can I get to my box? Is that your key?
Yeah, I just can't remember which box is mine.
Sir, this man is using a key that isn't his.
What are you, the mail police? All good here.
No, sir, I'm gonna need some ID that ties you to that box.
You know what? I'll take all of them. How about that?
Here we go. No problem. Just got my boxes confused.
Jesus.
I bet that old lady is the big villain of the show.
Hiding in plain sight.
My laptop has a different port. I gotta go pick up an adapter.
Do me a favor. Order up a ride on one of those phone app things.
Oh.
I need to borrow your car.
You know Franz was killed over this hard drive, and now you want to go get a gun.
What do I look like, Mac Reacher?
First, I need to go to church.
Like any church? Is he just actually going to church?
No, he knows he's got to know a priest.
I'm looking for my cousin. He has a really bad drug problem, and a family friend said they saw him living on the street around here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, thank you. I promised my aunt I wouldn't come back home without her son. Maybe the church has a support group or something, and through that, maybe you'd have some idea where Jimmy was scoring.
Almost everyone who comes into our outreach program gets their fix from the same place, Dumont, just east of Rockaway. But you gotta have a death wish to walk in there alone, son.
I'll be fine, Father. I have righteousness on my side.
Sure. You got the Lord at your back.
Where's your back tomorrow? This ain't no furniture warehouse, man. I don't do no credit.
Hey, I'd like to buy some drugs.
Oh, this is good for
Time to clean up the streets.
Yeah, buddy. Ooh!
Crazy mother.
Shaking that ass.
Ouch.
Cocaine, oxy, meth. Full service dealer.
Oh.
Don't mind me. I'll be taking this.
More variety in the music choices this season.
Yeah, I'm liking the needle drops.
For the outreach program.
Dizzle.
He's like, I can finally go buy the drugs I've wanted.
Yes. I've always felt so conflicted about taking it from the offering tray, but now
everyone's always talking about how good the drugs are.
Right around the corner, I don't get to try any of that.
Help yourself. 6-figure instruments are in the front.
There's a completely different crime happening in Los Angeles.
They can shine a lighthouse on them, man. Watermarks are flawless. No one will really know who you are.
Get me a lighthouse and we'll figure that out.
But you know.
Whoa! Dang.
What a dangerous profession.
Just getting back.
Yeah, had to go to 3 stores to get what I needed. You?
Got everything I needed in one place.
I know which one had what you needed.
There's chocolate on my pillow.
And all the sheets are... Nah. Wasn't quick enough. They didn't find what they was looking for, did they? Where's the sign of frustration? It's your boy.
See, you're still using brass knuckles. No more switchblade.
Look down.
Ooh.
Hey, O'Donnell.
I love that trope. Because I'm like, he can still shoot you and he wouldn't get stabbed in the crotch.
Yeah, it's a good distraction, but also a guy like Reacher.
Like, I can't shoot him.
Yeah,
He'll definitely stab me in the crotch if I shoot him.
No cell phones, no devices, no TVs. Less screens, more greens.
Bars.
Till by the 3rd day, my devil children want to kill each other.
The question is he a traitor?
Definitely. Look at him.
Asshole snapped my toothbrush in half. Now I own nothing.
That was great delivery.
It's okay.
Pretty pissed about this whole Franzi thing. Kinda love that kid. So, who we killing over it?
It's kind of like Jeremy Renner from The Town.
Ooh.
Password protected.
Hate guessing passwords.
About to hate it more. Fran set it up so we get 3 guesses in 2 minutes or the drive's a race.
Wow.
Passwords come from deep down. What was Franzi's thing? What was he known for?
Just smash the keyboard and see what numbers he gets.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh? Pirates, Steelers, that sandwich place where they put the fries on top?
Romani Brothers.
That was it.
Yeah, but not Pittsburgh in and of itself. It was his loyalty to it. Still lived the 1/10 after all these years. Taught his kid our slogan.
What's his kid's birthday?
Loyalty is a byproduct. Where does it come from?
Hero worship. The Franz respected someone he couldn't be dissuaded.
Got to be a sports guy.
Davis was the greatest musician ever. Franz was loyal to what he respected.
That's it. Roberto Clemente.
What about Willie Stargell?
Did Willie Stargell die in a plane crash delivering supplies to earthquake victims? It's Clemente.
No, it isn't.
Who would use a device like this?
Franz.
Did you put like a number or a character?
Who did Franz respect more than anyone? Any ball player? Any artist? Who did he hero worship?
Oh.
The kid started cutting his hair like you, talking like you, following you around. He wanted to be you, Reacher.
Started eating 12 chickens a day?
The doctor said you had to stop working out.
Yeah. It's too much for a skeleton to handle. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Don't go getting a big head.
You know, his head's way too small for that big body.
Relatively speaking. He probably should even it out.
You're booked for your flight to Denver. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you. I certainly will.
Damn, this guy's going everywhere I like to go.
Yeah, man. Andrew McBride.
Andrew McBride, Alan Mason, Alejandro Mendez, Alexander Makopoulos. Just a list of names, all starting with the initials AM.
All aliases. You keep the same initials so your signature never has to change. Just an A and an M with a squiggle after it, no matter which pseudonym you're using.
Damn, that's a good idea.
That's really smart.
Well, whatever this shit is, it was enough to get Franz killed, your room's trashed, and God knows whatever else we don't know about. These guys aren't shy about getting aggressive.
This guy's one cigarette away from being Constantine.
None of the 1/10 are reachable.
Reachable.
We send a Christmas card to Swan every year. I think he lives in Queens now. I'll have Lily check our holiday mailer list.
You really are domesticated.
I didn't get a holiday mailer.
Casting is well done. I realized in this very moment, like, oh, I really believe the history between Reacher and this other guy.
Yeah.
What happens when Reacher gets a whole team?
You smell that?
That's a body.
I'll take the upstairs.
Someone gonna be nailed to a wall with their nuts missing again. Ooh.
Caller says Maisie.
Collar's a dog?
Oh my.
Drink the toilet bowl dry.
Whoa.
Swan would never let a dog die of thirst. The only way he doesn't come home is if he couldn't come home.
Like the first season. This is the house of that guy who wasn't watering his dog.
Oh, yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking there's someone hell-bent on taking out the special investigators.
But you don't mess with them.
And they're coming after us.
Good.
Let's
Cool.
go. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Damn, dog.
I think we should just read the Wikipedia on what happens in the book and then make predictions.
Yeah. I think.
You know what I think's
Just
happening.
gonna go on a limb here.
Yeah.
I think the person responsible at the end of the day is gonna be a character we haven't met yet.
He just is so buff. Many of you guys know most of my days are a couple of hours of filming, and then most of the time it's dedicated to like editing and a bunch of other computer work, often accumulating to like 10 to 12 hours a day. And on top of that, comfort food is like my life's biggest vice. But as many of you also know, working out and getting healthier has been a massive component for me this year in particular. So in this whirlwind, I have found myself a perfect ally for quick, healthy meals, America's #1 meal kit, a meal kit that I have subscribed to prior to ever agreeing and working with them. So yes, this is a genuine testimony, and that is of course for HelloFresh. And HelloFresh isn't just about ease, it's about bringing health and flavor to your doorstep. And this holiday season, forget about the stress of planning meals for your health-conscious friends. Friends like me, who will breathe down the back of your neck being like, I can't eat that, that's unhealthy. So with HelloFresh, I'm looking forward to hosting holiday dinners that are not only delicious, but also cater to healthy lifestyles. Best part, the variety, it is incredible. I'm pescatarian, so they have these delicious meals just like Dijon onion crunch salmon over lemon broccoli spaghetti. And for my more plant-based days, the vegan maple carrot power bowls. They aren't just meals, they're culinary adventures. I learned the word culinary. During a long day, the last thing I want to do is spend a while cooking. And that's where HelloFresh's 15-minute meals are a lifesaver. They're quick, nutritious, and oh so tasty, perfect for my nonstop lifestyle. So why not join me in making this holiday season both health-conscious and delicious with HelloFresh? With over 45 recipes and seasonal add-ons to choose from every week, there's always something new to try. And here's something to cheer about. Go to HelloFresh.com/rejectsfree and use code rejectsfree for free breakfast for life. That accurate? That sounds way too good to be true. There's no way that can be true. Go to HelloFresh.com/rejectsfree and use code rejectsfree for free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box, as long as your subscription is active. Tag your HelloFresh creations with hashtag HelloFreshPics and @HelloFresh. And let's cook up some fun and healthiness, Reject Nation. Remember, it's America's #1 meal kit. Hey, Reject Nation. You know, running Real Rejects is an incredible journey. It's something I am truly grateful for, but I gotta be real with you for 1 second here. Managing the business side, especially taxes, to put it lightly, is incredibly overwhelming. It's like navigating a maze without a map. And that's where our sponsor, Rocket Money, comes in. A sponsor, when approached, I was so excited to work with because I kid you not, just last month, I started using Rocket Money because I needed to sort out this financial puzzle. And honestly, it's been quite eye-opening. Not just for taxes, but boy, oh boy, that whole cliche of this app is true. I discovered apps and subscriptions I have been paying for that I had not used in ages. It is like finding out you've been leaving lights on in a room that you never use. So yes, Rocket Money isn't just another app. It's like a freaking financial guardian angel. It finds and cancels those forgotten subscriptions, monitors your spending, and even battles to lower your bills. Thank God. It's as if they're personally invested in saving your hard-earned money. Like I really try to be on top of my expenses. But Rocket Money, they show me blind spots. With a simple tap, I can cancel unnecessary subscriptions. They even handle the hassle of negotiating with customer services. A relief, my goodness. To put it into perspective, Rocket Money has helped over 5 million users save an average of $720 a year. That's more than just numbers, it's a peace of mind. So I invite you, my fellow rejects, in taking control of your finances. So go ahead, visit rocketmoney.com/rejects. Once again, that's rocketmoney.com/rejects. Let's save together. rocketmoney.com/rejects. I really do stand by this app. Thank you for partnering with us. Yeah, so I know there's other episodes out for this, but let's talk about this, John. What did you think about our return to Reacher?
It's good to be back in Reacher territory, in a new setting and whatnot. I am looking forward to how the setting, it's again, we've started off in New York. It seems like there's at least a potential that we might stay there. In the first season, we were so immersed in the atmosphere of Margrave, and I hope that we can get, more of just that unique atmosphere again. But yeah, I don't know. It's just great to be back in and among the characters of this world. It's a lot of setup and stuff like that. We're just meeting the key players and getting the lay of the land.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I feel like this is a good starting point for the season. I'm not like, oh my God, this is among the top episodes of Jack Reacher, but I'm thrilled, you know. This gave me a lot of the things I would hope for upon re-entry, and now I'm just excited to see how the mystery grows and grabs me and pulls me in with the blend of personal and badassness.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're talking about most people will probably just watch the first. They released 3. I think, yeah. And most people probably already watching finished the other 2 by now. So I'll keep whatever slight criticisms or concerns tempered, because I'm like, well, let's just see. They released a few on top for a reason, right?
Yeah.
But for a premiere episode, a great just return for Alan Ritchson again. Loved the guy so much, and he that loneliness in the past couple of years, he has significantly buffed up. Compared to Jack Reacher Never Go Back, that sophomore entry in the Tom Cruise entry, it's fun because in that movie they had the whole he walks up to a guy in a car window, smashes it, like nobody's business, and they open with this one. And this is the sophomore one. But this is way better already than all of that.
Yes,
That's a terrible movie. But I love the fact that we're getting him and Neely, right? You don't pronounce the G. Him and Neely partnered up together, and just thinking about how they are evolving Jack from the first season. He's kept more at a distance and at a mystery, and then you're compelled by the personal relationship between him and his brother, and even though he's kept at an arm's length, you're like, I'm gravitated towards this buff, mysterious wanderer, because clearly he is feeling the anguish of the loss of his brother, and now they're keeping that loss going with other brothers and sisters, the ones that he served with,
chosen
together,
fam.
but he was also the leader of, and it's an interesting relationship of sorts, because whilst he was the leader, he wanted to be seen as an equal. It seems like, if I give a command, you got to obey the command. However, he does, like, don't call me major, don't call me sir. We are equals here, and
trust my judgment, but don't fear my rank.
And as much as it seems like everyone really looked up to him, the one who died is the one who most wanted to be him, is the one who most looked up to him. And last season, he wanted to be so much like his brother, and now he has to. It starts off with avenging the one who wanted to be like him the most. And so it's cool, like, dovetail of a story. So I feel like storytelling wise, it's appropriate to go down this path, and then to get these flashbacks, fleshing out his time in the military, fleshing out his time as a major, I think is really cool. There's a lot of interesting ingredients that I'm excited to see how the recipe ultimately cooks by the end. And action, violence, all strong stuff. I do think that it would be kind of a mistake to compare the first episode, because your pilot, like, you really got to make a bang, and but then for a first episode of a season 2 where you're airing a few on the same day, you already have the audience's faith of, like, well, let's just play it out, Whereas like in season 1, you gotta really gotta hook you on that first episode, because that pilot was like near perfect, right?
Yeah, and it's got to be like a little short film almost. Yeah.
Whereas like so I'm trying to understand some of the stylistic choices a little bit better. So I'm like, okay, so we're in the flashbacks of the military. We're in green. It makes sense. Army people. All right, I got it. Yeah. And then we're in the blue of the New York vibe. All right, sweet. I get it. Then we're in LA. We're in that yellow.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm trying to understand the visual language a little bit. I don't know if it's just like neat cinematography choices of what they're doing, but the music was something that was so integral to last season. Of something that created such an atmosphere to it, and like the soundtrack was completely intentional and in tune with the character as well. And here I'm trying to just kind of grasp. I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but the show's kind of made me pay attention to the music, considering what they did in the first season. Of like, what are these tracks? Do the tracks have any meaning, like how they had in the last season?
It does make me wonder what the shape of this season is going to be like, just because this episode is more, I guess, by comparison to the first season, I thought just overall they demonstrated a nice balance of like, here are some like thoughtful character-based scenes that will tie back around to the theme or to the mystery or whatever it is, and namely among those things, they had that thread of Jack and his, you know, like cultural anthropological interest in music and like coming to this region to learn stuff about such and such a singer. And it's like those are character earmarks that I thought were really fun and enjoyable, and I like that this thus far has that same kind of vibrant you know, assembled soundtrack. But it does make me wonder, like, this felt a little bit more like an episodic show where the first season had a really nice blend of, I mean, it's a very serialized mystery, but I don't know, that one felt like it carried itself almost like a limited series in a way, whereas this one, at least just at the outset, this episode felt like more of a part of like an ongoing series in a different way. So yeah, it's like, it's not like it's totally different or anything like that, but it's much more, at least at the outset, I think, kind of focused in on the plot and these people, and it makes sense because they're so personal to Jack. But it does make me curious because the first season, had so much of he's just meeting all these new people, and that gives it all this flavor with the mystery. And he had that exchange with the girl in the pawn shop, but that's the only kind of real, like, we're interacting with local flavor, you know.
Have you seen the Equalizer movies?
I've seen the first one, I think.
Okay, so in the first Equalizer movie, I would liken that to kind of the first season of Reacher, where so much of you learning about the characters is the other characters learning about him. Like, this guy is unstoppable killing machine, and he's a hyper genius.
Yeah,
and who is he?
Yeah.
How? And then in Equalizer 2 is when it gets more introspective. You're more from Denzel's perspective in that movie, and it becomes more of a character study of him. And now you're in on the know of who Jack Reacher is in this season. So I kind of think that's what they're doing here.
Yeah.
First season, he is more of a mystery, so you're looking at him from the perspective of a lot of these other characters, and then this season immediately is just kicking off with we're with him, and now we're getting more personal with him. We're seeing what these other relationships, his friendships are like. The communal experience with Reacher is like the team is getting back together, even though they don't want to get back together for like a fun, friendly reunion. Yeah, they're getting back together for a very specific cause, and it's going to be rooted in vengeance, and there's something linked to their past of something they've discovered before, whatever. Yeah. So like there are aspects of this that very much remind me actually of Equalizer 2, and I guess I'm just waiting to see how the ensemble fully fleshes out, because that was one thing the pilot did in the last one, was they made every character like really intriguing right off the bat.
Totally.
And an overall aura, where here we were cutting around to like New York, Los Angeles, and flashbacks. And so there's an established tone that I think just needs a little bit of time to fully settle and breathe. And then we will have a better, crisp understanding and focus of what to zero in on. But you know, seems like we got a villain set up with Robert Patrick. At least it looks like. It looks like we got a villain set up with that one dude who's with passports.
Oh yeah, the AM guy.
Yeah, and then we have. I love the actress who plays Neely. I think she's a great actress, and I like the other guy. I forget his name already, but I like the other guy.
Yeah.
He's. I can't. The show could go either one of two ways. Like they're teasing him to be the guy who's like a traitor, or they want you to think he's the traitor because he seems like he'd be the obvious one, right?
Exactly, totally.
But I really have no clue, and
that's gonna be a big part of the fun. And I imagine the more of the people, if there are more survivors of the special investigators out there, it'll only be more and more interesting. I hope to A, get to know them, see what they reveal about Reacher, and B, I don't know. I mean, if we do meet more of them, it could be any one of them, involved somehow.
Because to your point, it does feel a little bit more straightforward, and not as much of the unique voice and flavor. This feels a little bit more like, what I imagined a Jack Reacher show would be like.
Yes.
When I was told there'd be a show.
Yeah, the first season.
And then we watched it. I was like, this is so much better than I thought.
Yeah.
This is good, but it's not. But there is a special, unique kind of voice.
It transcends being an investigative procedural show by having such a great flair for tone, atmosphere, and characters.
Yeah.
And I can see all of the pieces of that here, but I think it is partly because we are going so many places in this first episode, and because we do already know Jack, at least, to a fair enough extent. I could see how maybe it'll take a minute, hopefully maybe by episode 2 even, just to kind of just to get that sensibility back, because it does excite me to be like, okay, so we did that with Margrave and we really immersed in that environment. What's it going to be like to do that in New York?
Well, I mean, that's New York and LA. That's kind of it's a general populace.
It's just metropolis. Yeah. So it's like, how are we going to get that more unique?
We're small town. It's intimate.
There's there's that natural sense of atmosphere and personality just by being there. So much stuff takes place in metropolitan cities,
and this whole review can be rendered pointless. That's the thing, is if this was like the only one they released, we could probably talk for longer.
But I'm just excited to see.
I'm going to cut us short because I'm like, there's already another episode out.
Let's just get to it.
So let's just see if anything we're saying is anything we have to even be concerned about.
Totally. I'm excited regardless.
Yeah, guys, what did you think about the episode? Leave your thoughts down below. Thank you all. Been supporting us on Patreon. Pick a name, John. Any name.
I'm feeling, who am I feeling today? I'm feeling Ricardo Martinez.
Ricardo Martinez. You know what you're getting for Christmas this year? You are going to get a hot air balloon. That's right, my friend. A hot air balloon at your disposal because you did great things for our country. And now you got to get the hell out of here.
Get out of Dodge.
Let's face it, man. Your service here, done.
It's only getting worse out here.
It's getting worse. It's getting disgusting. And it's time for you to find a better place to live that'll make you feel a lot more merry at this time of year.
Yeah.
I'm thinking... I don't know why, just off the top of my head. Mexico?
Sure.
Puerto Rico?
Brazil.
Spain?
Peru?
Downtown LA?
Chinatown. Glendale.
The Valley?
Ooh, there's so many
Taco Bell?
Wiener Schnitzel.
El Pollo Loco? I was doing Spanish.
Oh,
what?
Hey, sorry. Take it back.
You did not pick up on the joke, did you?
Take
two. Satirical racism.
I mean, Del Taco.
Satirical racism is a trademark of my humor.
Oh, of course. And obliviousness is a trademark of mine.
You just took it in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Ricardo, you can travel anywhere in this hot air balloon. It doesn't
do whatever you want.
Wiener Schnitzel's, man. You can go anywhere you want.
A hot air balloon is an anti-parachute, so jump into life, man.
Yeah, and then you're going to crash into a sleigh. And guess it's going to be there. Freaking rabbi.
Oh,
killed Santa. It's going to create a whole storm of controversy.
My God.
Yeah.
And then either Ricardo or the rabbi has to take over for being Santa to cover it up. And either version is entertaining.
Whilst running the synagogue.
Yeah. Christmas and Hanukkah are going to be fused together through the spirit of capitalism.
Thanks, Ricardo. You did your country great.